Okay, we're back. We had a little, we like this thickened epoxy so much, THIXO Flex from TotalBoat. We also have a fast cure if you need something that colder temperatures it's going to cure quicker. Usually wasn't a problem down in Florida, but we've used some here in the late fall in Virginia. And we also have THIXO Pro, and by Pro they just mean it's pro size, bigger mounts with a bigger dispenser gun. And it's two parts. There's a resin and a hardener, thickened resin. You can see it mixing here. And what we're going to do is fill a few voids that we found in the plies of this plywood. Floorboards for the little Bahamas dinghy. So this wood has been pretty good. I mean, it's survived well. I'm kind of a little surprised with this void here, but the boat has sat up for quite some time, so it wasn't being used a whole lot. But our primary goal today was to get these boards sanded. These go back in the stern down on the floor, but the little cleats that held these little pieces of wood that were screwed on to hold the boards together, the little holes have opened up over time. So we're going to make a little nut out of epoxy. A little tip when you get done dispensing epoxy, hit that little handle and take the pressure off of the plungers. So when you put the gun down, the epoxy doesn't, last little bit doesn't come squeezing out somewhere. So these wood screws have been holding these boards together for decades, but everything was a little bit loose. So we're going to do is put them back in, and when this epoxy hardens, it's going to tighten things up just a little. But if you want, down the road, you'll still be able to remove these screws. One tip, if you're working and you think there might be epoxy or some type of varnish or something that was used before to help seat screws, you can take a little soldering iron and heat the screw up if you want to take the screw back out and it's giving you issues. Some kind of glue, you can take a soldering iron, heat that up a little bit, and it will help to soften whatever adhesive might be behind there. Now, we didn't want to glue the whole thing on because we might want to take it apart, clean it, and paint it like we're going to do today with this paint. Will also help keep it together. and to help keep moisture from entering this area. I don't mind, I know that it's going to stick together. But it will come apart 50 years down the road when someone wants to take it apart to clean it up again. There'll be a dry paint in there, just like we found when we took it apart today. Or if it sticks together, then I don't think anyone can complain about that. This boat will be dry sailed, and by that I mean it won't spend its life in the water. It will be used, and then it will be taken back out. And stored. That's how we plan to use it. Whoever has it next can use it however they want to use it. What I'm trying to do when I go through here, one method or one technique, is I can see little small voids, is I'm just gonna kind of fill those in with paint. And that's hoping that water will be discouraged from hanging out there and will go off to some other place. This boat was picked up in the Bahamas in the 1930s. We don't know for sure exactly when it was built, but we know it existed back in the 1937 time frame and was brought up to the United States and used as a little tender on a bigger sailboat for many years. And then it was put into storage under a little tin roof close to the Chesapeake Bay area, and has sat there since at least 1980. So it didn't see much use for the last, oh, got to do math in public, the last 45 years or so. Has just been goofing off, but we were given a mission to take it and find something fun to do with it. Which for us is fun is getting it restored and hoping to see it back on the water again. You might have seen in one of our other videos or articles, when you get this plywood that has checking in it, this is probably fir plywood. This is gonna continue for decades as the wood dries out. One thing you might do, and that we've had some success with, is to put a skim coat of epoxy on here that will fill in some of these voids. If you use a good quality marine paint, kind of gives you a balance of letting the wood breathe a little bit and keeping the bulk of the moisture out. But the water, the moisture content, it's going to come and go. There's no way, there's no product we know of that will stop that. We're using a George Kirby paint, got an oil base to it, and that paint's been around since the 1850s, I believe. 1850s, 1840s, been around for a long time. And there's a George Kirby there, still mixing it today, and we'll mix this nice custom color. This is a color we call Skipper's Bahamas Blue, trying to match color similar to what's in the Bahamas flag.